Hello all, welcome in this tutorial session. Today's our discussion topic is to close the project in WBS in SAP. The prerequisite includes, okay. See, we have created the project, okay. We have created the project, we have created the WBS, and we have booked the cost in respect of the material. We have booked the cost with respect of the services. Now, during the completion of the project, it's a project manager responsibility to close and settle the balance of the WBS. So there should be zero balance in WBS. That is complete assetization of the expenditure incurred on respective WBS. You can check the balances using CSIS I3. This is one of the method. Okay. And second one is return of unused project stock. That is return of unused project stock. You should either it is uh, used or it is unused, because for example, um, 10 kilogram of the copper we have planned in the project, but 8.5 kilogram copper is required, right? So remaining 1.5 kg copper you should return in the warehouse. Okay. You should perform this transaction via Migo. You can cancel the project stock which you have planned. Okay. The third one is short closing of associated purchase order. For example, we have created the purchase order of the 1 lakh rupees, but vendor had submitted the invoice of amount 90,000 rupees. Then for 10,000 invoice, the project purchase order is still open. So during closing, the system will giving you purchase order commitment error. Okay. So you can identify the purchase order in transaction code CZI5. Open the purchase order in ME22N, short close the PO, right? Short close the PO, then save, then try to close the WBS, right? So what is the process to proceed for the closing of the WBS? Following steps are required to be adopted, right? What are those steps? First one is identify the WBS which are to be closed. It can be extracted through transaction code CN41 or ZPS underscore system status. This is customized transaction code. You can discuss with your PS consultant to create such any transaction code, or discuss with your PS expert of your organization. Okay. Once you extract the WBS report in the CN41, check the status of the all the WBS for which the status is not CLSD. Status is what? REL, CRTD, and TECO. All such WBSs are in open stages. Okay. The second one, check the CWIP or AUC on the WBS through tree code ZPS underscore WPAT. Again, this is customized transaction code. Or fetch the record of the such WBS in AUCGL. Discuss with the accounts team. They will fetch the data from FS tenant by putting the general ledger account of your AUC and CWIPGL. Take the list from accounts team. They will give the data. Third one, check the project stock for the material on the WBS through T code MBBS. It will show the pendency of the unused project stock which are still pending for the issuing in the WBS. Okay. Analyze the project stock and return the unused stock to while cancelling the 415 movement type or project planning document, or you can directly goods issue if you're still pending for the issues, if it's still pending for the consumption, right? Third one is Check for the commitment made on the WBS through T code CZI5. I already discussed the same. Okay. If any of the above mentioned posting on the WBS exists, settle the same and close the WBS system status CLSD. And then also close the project from project definition screen of the project. Okay. You can you should have to close your project definition and WBS both, right? So this is very important while performing the task. Further, it is also suggested to do the exercise of closing projects and WBS on monthly basis, which will be beneficial for company as below. It will reduce the CWIP. Very good. This is a very important thing. It will reduce the CWIP, and the management team always try to reduce the CWIP cost of the circle and BA or in any plant. Okay, in any plant, right? No purchase order associated to network of the respective WBS will remain open, indefinitely and used later on. Okay, means once the project has been completed, you should close all the purchase order associated with your project. Okay, it is very important, always suggested to do this. It's a project in charge responsibility. The utilized inventory will not remain blocked. Unutilized inventory will not remain blocked on the WBS and will reflect the true picture of the inventory of the circle and the BR in your any plant. Okay, you should immediately return your unutilized inventory as physically as well as in SAP, so that true picture of the inventory is clear in your plant, in your warehouse, right? The most important thing, the unutilized budget in the respective financial year can be taken back from the WBS and can be used on another WBS of the set financial year. Because, for example, 1 lakh of the budget is allotted to you for the certain projects. If you have utilized the job of the 80k budget, okay, then immediately return the 20k budget to your finance team, right? And that will be utilized in some another project of the small project. For you are going to make the 18,000 projects, and your budget, this budget is utilized in such and such projects. Okay, so this is a very important thing. This will reduce the processing time of the system for the various processes and reports. Okay, so it's very important to do each and every activity. We are discussing the few very important transaction codes. Okay, see what are those transaction codes. These are very frequently used transaction code, but we are going to discuss CZ01, that is used for the creation of the project and WBS. Okay, CZ02, if you want to do any changes or planning network activities and do any cost changes, then transaction code is CZ02. And if you want to display the purchase WBS or any project, then CZ03 is the transaction code. CN41 to get the list of the WBS on the various parameter basis. Okay, CZI3 check the balances and the transactions in the WBS. CZI5 check the actual debit lines or the commitments or the purchase order details. CJ88 the capitalization of the AUC to asset. CJ88 is used in the two way. First, we transfer the cost from the PS clearing GL to AOC GL. Then in the second step, we are going to transfer the cost from the AOC GL to asset. Okay. Last one is AS01, the creation of asset ID in SAP FICO. AS02 to do any changes in asset ID. CJIC, the linking of the WBS with asset. Last one is MIGO. MIGO is very important transaction code of the inventory management, ERP inventory management, in which we are going to do goods issue or return of the project stock. MIGO is a very generalized transaction code. We are doing so plenty of activities related with inventory management or material management. Okay, MB51 check the project stock transactions in SAP. MB52, check the warehouse oblique project start details in SAP. IM52, capital budget assignment in SAP. CN21, creation of network activity. CN22, do any changes in the network. CN23, display of the network. So all the best for the PS viewer who are using this. Okay, and happy learning, right? And it's my humble request with all of you, please share this knowledge with your organization colleagues which are who is working in this particular areas, because due to lack of information most of the work is delayed. Okay, so, and do not forget that the knowledge sharing is very important. Knowledge sharing is gearing. Okay, if you have any query in your mind, please mention in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, because we are frequently uh, delivering the tutorials in the general used SAP topics in the various ERP modules, like in the plant maintenance module, in the project system modules, in material management modules, and financial and controlling modules, and in the general basis of the SAP activities. Okay, have a nice day. See you in the next tutorial.